back to another episode of the Super Sanctum Podcast. I am your host, Malachi. I'm in the dark. We're with my co-host, Spidey Spitz. Kind of in the dark.
You're in the closet. Just kidding.
Whoa.
Episode 52. Let's get it. Why are you in the dark? Oh, the light is a headache. Malachi is struggling with a headache, listeners.
I had
So
a
he's
headache the last
going to be very
couple hours.
mellow today, but we're gonna get it done. Gotta get it done. But yeah, drink your water, baby boy. Drink your water. That'll help. But what do you want to start with first? We had a couple things aligning this week. Couple things we watched. I just got a couple fun things here that I was thought were cool to bring up. But you know what I did just learn real quick that I was about to talk about off camera, but I was like, fuck it, let me save it for the pod. You know, because you have an iPhone. You know how like that little dot when you do things, it's either orange or green sometimes randomly.
That's the camera.
Yeah. But you know, apparently, if it's green, it's like the government can listen. If it's orange, they're watching or some shit like that.
Oh, well, I don't think they need all that. I don't think the light matters. I think they're listening. They're watching anyway.
I know, but apparently that's when they're like locked in or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I know.
I don't think that's true because on Apple, on MacBooks, you can do the whole you can take over your phone from your MacBook, can't you?
What do you mean?
I've seen people do it where they've from their MacBook they just take control over their phone, so they'll it's pretty. They're like reverse screen mirroring, but it's like they're mirroring
in
it
a way,
to the laptop. But
that's what I do. That's what I do when I record. I'm doing that right now. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I do that while we record.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just saw that again. I don't know how true it was, but I saw that and I thought that was interesting because I see that light all the fucking time.
I don't know. I
wanted to share that with you.
I don't think that's too true.
Yeah, mine's on right now, so if it's true, we're fucked. But I don't think it is either. You make good points, sir. All right, what do you got?
I don't have much. I really just have the three reviews. Or I guess I've got I've got four. I watched Send Help.
Oh yeah, you do yours and I have mine because I have a random one too. You Send Help. Yeah. Oh yeah, what'd you think?
Well, I mean,
I loved it.
What's her name? Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think she did a good job. I was expecting it to be like the whole, her and her boss, whatever, stranded on an island, whatever.
You thought they were gonna end up together?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, they're gonna end up together, and whatever. Or
I'm glad they didn't.
Well, because I was like, either they're gonna end up together, or it's like, one of them is gonna end up dying for whatever reason. I just was trying to figure out how the horror aspect came into it, and I thought it was gonna be like, oh, they thought they were alone on this island, but they're not, and there's some native tribe or some shit that lives on this fucking island, and they end up taking them, and then they have to escape from whoever, this tribe or whatever. But yeah, I wasn't expecting her to be like, oh no, we gotta stay.
Yeah, bro. She wasn't
at first
fucking with real life.
I thought it was more she definitely wasn't fucking with real life, but I thought it was more so she wanted to stay. When she saw that first boat come by, and she didn't wave him down or say anything, I thought she was doing that to kind of be like, oh, I can change him. To I can make my boss not such a fucking asshole all the time, and then from there they'll go on to their normal lives afterwards and be perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, I love how the story kept you on your toes, but I don't know what the fuck to expect. It was good, bro.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it. That was one of my favorite movies this year so far.
Oh,
yeah, and the whole spoiler alert, the whole I forget what happens when he she paralyzes him, and then
Well, it's
because
it's
yeah,
because
yeah.
he did it
Because I
first
like
to
that,
her.
like he tried to, yeah,
Yeah,
but
he did
he
it
she
first.
knows more than her, so she got the actual like paralyzing berry and did that shit, and like she was pretend, or it looked like she was stabbing him in the nuts, but it was really she was stabbing the food or some shit.
There's a
That was
rat.
really good though. Oh, was it a rat?
Yeah, it was a rat. Because I thought she was.
I
I
only
thought she
saw it
was
once.
cutting off his
Gotta rewatch
nuts.
it. Yeah, that scene was sick.
But yeah, no,
That me and my
it
wife in the
was a
theater was
rat.
like, what the fuck?
But yeah, no, I was. It was an unexpected movie. I would say I'm pretty sure I've got it like it's in my thing. It's top three of movies this year.
Hell yeah. What was I gonna tell you? Uh, fucking. Oh, my random one was In the Gray. I saw that yesterday. My wife went to the theaters. Dude, that was such a good, unexpected duo. Henry Cavill and Jake Gyllenhaal. So fire, bro.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's not like a little, but it's like a smaller action movie. It was good, bro. It was really good. It was In the Gray. It was let me look up that actress's name because but it was really good. It was uh action somewhat comedy. It was, yeah, I would say action comedy, but more towards the action. But like the gun work and the and like just the military talk and all, and like all the stunt work was so sick, bro. It was so good. It was really like really flawless. Like the way it looked so good, bro. But it was, yeah, it was Henry Cavill, Jake Gyllenhaal. I watched that yesterday. It was fire, bro. It was about like this without spoiling anything. It was like um all right. Pretty much just like this boss ass chick, bro, and she was like screwing over this like millionaire who had, or this billionaire who had all these assets or whatever. And she was trying to haggle him, and but it just gets more and more intense, and she's like untouchable. And then they fuck with her, and then her boys got to come in, and her boys are Henry Cavill and Jake Gyllenhaal. Like the whole time, they're like her two men, her bodyguard, and they refer to her as the mom. Like, we gotta protect mom. It was sick, bro. It was a really cool movie. Really cool movie.
I'll give it a look at some point. What's it called?
In the Gray. It's in theaters now, so if you're not gonna go see it by the time, it'll probably be in streaming service in like 3 weeks or something.
All
But
right.
it was really good though. In the Gray.
Yeah, I'll give it a look. Um,
Let me send you it. All
ooh,
right. And the main actress who plays Rachel, the mom, Aiza Gonzalez. Which, bro, the way she was playing this shit, I kept telling my wife, I was like, bro, it's a Guy Ritchie. Shout out to Guy Ritchie. He directed this. She would be a great Wonder Woman. She looks like a good Wonder Woman, bro.
yeah, no, she's been my fan cast. I think I saw there was some. Maybe it was when that
I've
movie.
never really seen her in much, but this role did it for me.
Hold on,
She as far as like I know what she can do in this like a serious action role, you know, her, as far as acting, she was good.
cause what did I see her in?
She's yeah, it's her, Henry Cavill, and Jake Gyllenhaal. And I'm not gonna lie, one thing I thought was like, damn, dude, that would have been cool to see like his Batman and his Superman, you know, because they were killing it together, but their chemistry was really good.
Maybe it was for that. No, I watched her in that. That's right. I forgot I watched that shit. She was in the Mike and Nick and Alice movie that came out this year.
I feel like I might have seen her in something, I just don't realize it. Let's see. Oh, Baby Driver, okay.
Yes, but that Nick and Alice movie, I watched that. That was a good movie.
I gotta
She
check
was
that
good in
out.
that.
Fire. Hell yeah, hell yeah. And then what we saw, uh, since we're doing movies, I'll do these in between because we'll talk about. Uh, oh, you wanna talk about our Viltrumite picks? We gotta post those, bro.
I did. You're so
I
behind
gotta
on
post
social
mine.
media. I don't know. You're so behind,
I
bro.
know,
I've been
bro.
posting them. The second you sent me those, I instantly put it on the story.
Have you been making more? It won't let me make it unless I upgraded the app.
You just
I'm not
gotta
upgrading that shit.
you just gotta wait like 24 hours and you can do it again.
I know, but then it like takes a long ass time, bro, and then it doesn't really do it. But
Well,
I got this.
that's because you're not given a good enough prompt. You gotta be super like exact with your wording for like you gotta give it exactly what you're looking for.
Uh,
So like I made sure it was like use this face, but give me a full body Viltrumite body, and then put me in space. And so that's what I
mm,
did, and then that's how I got those pictures.
hell yeah. So I thought this was cool, but this was the top 25 superhero movies that have broke or the highest grossing, and they've all broken a billion. But I'm gonna send it to you because the picture's pretty cool. But guess what's at 25, bro? I'm gonna go down. Fucking
Avengers.
Ve fucking Venom. Venom made the list.
I mean, it's 25 superhero, like the top 25 superhero. I mean,
I know, but
the
MCU alone is like 45. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, damn, it's
no,
pretty crazy
but
that Venom
just
made it.
no, it makes sense that Venom would make it, just
No,
because.
I'm just surprised that people like that's how much people liked it. Like I'm thinking of much of how people liked it, not much so
Yeah,
of much
no,
as money.
yeah, no. Like
And
when that movie had come out, it was one of the like bigger movies of the year because we had finally gotten like a live action Venom project that wasn't Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, and then
and 20
like when that movie came out, it was almost kind of like Venom and like
what year
Dead,
was that?
like I think it was
Oh, it was
2017.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
2018 with Infinity War. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
that
so it's
Infinity
just
War
like
and like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Venom. I kind of weirdly put when it comes to like the people, I put Venom and Deadpool in like the same kind of a bracket because
Interesting.
like when it comes to like how people like these characters, they're like they're just so loved by everyone, and I understand why. I just don't like them as much, but I
Yeah, yeah, for
understand
sure,
why
for sure.
everyone likes them. But it was like when the Deadpool movie came out, it was like, dude, it was like no one had ever heard of Deadpool before, and he was like a brand new character. And then when
The
Venom
only
came
reason I was
out, it
surprised was because
was
like I just remember everyone shitting on it. I remember everyone shitting on that movie, but at least like people I knew, you know what I mean. And I was like, I enjoyed it. I didn't really like, care for it that much. But yeah, and then 24 is Ragnarok, which no surprise, it's a fire movie. This one's kind of surprising. 23 is Guardians Volume 2.
that shouldn't even be on
Uh,
the list.
so that one's surprising for you. That one's not surprising for me because it's coming off the first one that also made money. You know what I mean? So it probably just got
Well,
the
I mean,
same exact audience.
yeah, but it's like, dude, that second one shouldn't even be on the list.
It's not that bad, bro. It's actually a good movie, dude. I don't see why people shit on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Cause ego
That's
is
really
such a
my hot take. I
cause
like,
ego's such a shit fucking villain. He's like think about who Ego is as a character. Like Ego is one of the, if you really think about it, Ego is one of the most like nerfed characters in the MCU.
yeah,
Is a whole
yeah.
like it's a
Well,
like is a
what does he do in the comics though? I don't know what he does in the
I don't know
comics
what he does
besides.
in the comics, but it's like it's just because it's an MCU movie, because he's like a planet and it's like a celestial. He's like he's one of the more powerful beings in the MCU, but because it's also a movie, they have to fucking nerf him to the ground so he can get beaten.
I mean, technically, his son is half
Yeah, but
celestial.
even so, I feel like if Star Lord wasn't a Guardian of the Galaxy, somehow they would have beaten Ego. If Star Lord wasn't a character and there was, or if even if Star Lord was a character,
Oh, I
but
see what you're
if
saying.
there was
Yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
if there was no relationship between Ego and Star Lord, like there was no they're related to each other, I think even if you were to cut that part of the story out, still they're going to beat him because
You're
it's a
saying that's how weak he was?
yeah, it's like that's just how weak he is. It's like no like he's a fucking celestial planet, but
Yeah, yeah.
he's it like it's not easy, but he's still beat.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just
Gotta
think
destroy the
for
planet.
I just think like if you were to like, and then two, it's like if I were to put the high evolutionary and then ego on like
Oh yeah,
if
for
you're to
sure.
power scale them, I'm putting ego way above the high evolutionary. But like just because of the movie sake of it all, they have to nerf him to the ground and make him shit.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I don't know. I
this,
didn't. I just didn't hate on it as much as everyone else did. I
I don't.
enjoyed that movie.
I feel like too for whatever
Definitely the weakest of the
reason,
three.
yeah. And then whatever for whatever reason too, people were a lot more connected to the like the story between Rocket and all of his fucked up friends from the third movie than they are with Ego's relationship with Star Lord.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah.
like
Fair point.
it's just a
It's well. Let's see. Let's see how we do with Man of Tomorrow, bro. Let's see how James Gunn has a record of not doing the best with his sequels. So let's see how Man of Tomorrow comes out.
see, but isn't Man of
Because
Tomorrow not really?
Peacemaker,
It's not really a sequel though, is what he said.
and then he changed it and then he changed the title because it's a Superman sequel.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Because
don't
now it's
know,
Superman Man of
cause
Tomorrow.
but okay, but then have you heard that they have been saying Brainiac for Man of Tomorrow is close comparison to Satan.
Jesus.
Like his acting for Brainiac, they're giving him like
Mm.
the devil Satan vibes apparently. Like that's or like
I'm excited for
that's what
another
he's
big villain, bro.
oozing out while he's acting as Brainiac is he's giving this kind of like demonic satanic kind of vibe like this.
Mm. I wonder how. Yeah, his voice is probably gonna be really like striking, kind of like the guy that played Galactus. You know what I mean? It's probably gonna be something similar to that, like just very
Yeah.
evil, evil. But uh, what we were just talking about? Oh, Brainy. I'm excited for another big villain, bro. I hope he kills it. The actor, you know what I mean? I'm excited. But the
Fucking
next is
fucking
Homecoming
better.
at Homecoming at 23, and then Batman v Superman at 22 or 21, 22 and 21. Excuse me. Yeah, Homecoming is at 22. Batman v Superman is at 21. And then Captain Marvel, or no, excuse me, Jesus Christ. Spider-Man 2, 2004 is at 20.
That's crazy.
Joker, yeah, Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker movie at 19. Deadpool Wolverine at 18. Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi
That's crazy.
at,
Spider-Man 3 is higher than
yeah, that movie
Spider-Man
made a lot
2.
of money, bro.
Well,
I
yeah,
remember that.
but just like the fanfare behind like those two movies, it's like Spider-Man 2 or out of all three of the movies, really, Spider-Man 2 is really the more liked out of the three and
I love
Spider-Man 1
Spider-Man 3, bro.
Spider-Man 3 being the least liked out of all of them. But
Yeah, I
like
love the
that's
trilogy. I
crazy
don't give
for
a fuck.
3 to be higher than 2.
Yeah, and then at 16, Captain Marvel. At 15, Spider-Man Far From Home. I forgot that movie made money. And then at 14, it's Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man. And then at 13, Aquaman. 12, Superman, 1978. 11, The Dark Knight. Um, 10, The Dark Knight Rises, right next to it. 9, Captain America: Civil War.
Wait, Batman
8,
Begins isn't on this list at all?
nah, it isn't.
Fucking good.
Sad.
Good. Keep it off
Damn,
that fucking list. Fucking hate that
I
movie.
forget why.
Yeah, that I think so my main thing is like it's mainly Ra's al Ghul the character in
Oh,
in
that
the
part of
movie.
it.
It's just
I
Ra's
love
al
that movie.
like oh I think okay it's a good movie. It's Ra's al Ghul's character really just fucking brings it down for me because if you're gonna go League of Shadows route for Batman, you have to like Ra's al Ghul has to be a fantastical kind of character just because he's supposed to be like hundreds to thousands of years old, the Lazarus pits and everything. He's supposed to
Yeah,
be
he
a very
definitely should have.
fantastical character, and they just made him like he was a military dude having an Asian
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
play
yeah.
face for him for a hot second.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely should have picked just like for his trilogy, he should have picked just like mobster, his like
Yeah,
his mobster rogues. You know what I mean? And they're like, and I think the most fantastical they could have went was Scarecrow. You know what I mean? That was about it
yeah.
because that's all CGI and that's all like what they're seeing. That's not even real. You know what I mean? So that was about the most fantastical you would have gotten anyway
But it's
with
like
this trilogy.
to have a
But yeah,
character that's supposed to be able to like in a
yeah, I
sense
agree. I
die
agree
and
for
come
sure.
back to life as
And live
many
for
times.
thousands of
Yeah, and
years.
live for thousands of years as long as he wants. But then it's like, okay, he doesn't have any of that in these movies. He's really just a military guy. He's really not even that good at fighting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the big reasons why I have issues with Dark Knight Rises. It's because that is not my Bane, bro. As good of a performance in like whatever the fuck
See, I
that
think
Batman movie was,
I think
like
because
like
it's
I don't care. I don't care for that movie like that, bro.
see that's where I put Bane over Ra's al Ghul in this trilogy because it's like
Oh, for sure. I would
Bane
still put
is
him over, but
Bane is
it still
definitely a
bothers me.
Bane is more of a character that you can modernize and put into these more realistic worlds. I still think they could have used the Venom thing. Like I think the whole his like being juiced up in the Venom part of his story, I think in a fantastical sense or not, still works. I
Yeah,
think I
I
think
agree.
it works whether or not it's in a fantastical world or not because it's pretty much just it's just steroids on steroids.
Yeah, yeah,
So I mean, I think
yeah.
it's still usable.
It, yeah, and it bothered me because it was like the only reason thing that really made him Bane was the mask.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And that was what, because he got fucked up once and he can't really breathe. Now he has this really cool mask. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really fuck with that part. But I guess like whatever, it's supposed to be realistic. It just felt like it felt like I agree and I disagree because Bane is a very fantastical character though, bro. Like how we've gotten him. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but you
So
can make him
like I
very
felt like they
like
were
not, and
reaching.
it
I
still
felt like they
be
were really
good.
reaching to make him realistic. You know what I mean? And but like then there was real peak moments. Like I loved the whole fight scene was peak. I'm not going to deny. I love the whole sewer thing with him and Catwoman. I love Anne Hathaway's Catwoman. I love the ending. You know what I mean? Even though like I kind of had I had mixed
Uh,
feelings about it, but I do really like the ending. But it
I
could
feel
have been
I don't
better.
know. I feel like weirdly enough, Anne Hathaway was like I don't know.
I don't think
She
we've gotten a bad Catwoman. I think all three
I
Catwomen were
think like
fire.
she wasn't bad, but she was definitely like mid. Like there was nothing great about her being. I would say besides the very beginning
She's definitely the
when
third out of like
when she
Zoe and
first meets
Michelle
Bruce
Pfeiffer
Wayne
for sure.
when she first meets Bruce Wayne to take the pearls from his safe
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Rises, that is probably the best scene out of her the entire movie.
I disagree, bro. I like the her big speech. I liked her fighting. I liked her. I really don't give
I
a fuck
just
about that movie,
I just
but I
think
enjoyed her.
like that scene is probably the most Catwoman that she
And
realistically is.
I like her oh, you talking about the whole as far as burglary that they actually
Yeah,
show?
like her, just
Yeah, but
like the
in
whole
her defense, all three movies, she doesn't really burgle that much. She burgles like once, and that's the big scene, or when something happens, and that's it.
yeah.
Throughout every single movie, she burgles like
But
once, bro.
well, yeah, but I'm just like, well, it's not. It's just more like the essence of like what makes Catwoman. It's like with Spider Man, everyone,
She still had her. She still had her little homegirl, and that was like she was stealing for because they were both broke and shit. She still had all that, bro. Remember? So that was
Yeah,
actually a part of the story.
it would just, I don't know. It's more Anne
You didn't
Hathaway.
like it. You didn't
Just
like it.
Anne, like
You didn't like
I
it.
like Anne
Just say it, bro.
Hathaway.
You didn't prefer it.
She's great. I just didn't like her as Catwoman. I just don't think she was the
Yeah, there you go.
best.
There you go.
When
There you
I
go.
think
There you go. That's
Catwoman,
all
I
you gotta
don't
say. That's
think
all you gotta
her.
say. Yeah, that's fine, bro. That's all you gotta say. Yeah, bro. I think she's definitely. I liked her, but she was definitely my third favorite because I really like Michelle Pfeiffer and Zoe Kravitz, bro. I like them both a lot. She's definitely my third, but I really enjoyed. I liked her. I liked her mask too. her cat ear goggles thing. I
Yeah,
thought that was pretty cool. But then right after it Rises is Captain America: Civil War, Incredibles 2, Iron Man 3, at 6 Black Panther, at 5 Age of Ultron, at 4 Avengers 2012, at 3 No Way Home, at 2 Infinity War, and at 1 Endgame. Yeah, I thought some of those were pretty
that's
interesting.
great. Oh wait, oh, because it's wait, what's the metric this is going by?
Grossing, so like around the world, how much money it made
Oh, okay,
theatrically.
never mind. I thought like at the very end we were doing like how much people like these movies. I was like, Endgame is first, crazy.
Oh, that's kind of what that's kind of what it's based off of. In
No,
reality,
I just feel
you
like
know what I mean? That's
I
why,
feel like most people
like,
we've talked
no,
to.
that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
I feel like out of all the people we have talked to, everyone pretty much says Infinity War is the better out of the two.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I agree with that. I
Money
just,
wise, like obviously, like going to the movies, the theater experience of it all, Endgame was probably the better one, but
yeah, yeah.
like budget,
I'm thinking, I'm forgetting like
grossing.
afterwards, people. The same thing with Deadpool and Wolverine, bro. Made a fuckload of money afterwards. People slowly started switching up on that movie. That movie had a slow switch up, bro. I remember that.
Um,
I still love Deadpool and Wolverine. But no, I know what you mean.
okay, I want to go to back to
Uh,
Batman real quick.
Batman, which one?
Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Oh, you got the game. That's right. You're playing live.
Yeah, I've been playing live.
How's it going? How's it going? I'm waiting for my birthday to buy it like an old man. My birthday's next month. But go ahead, bro. Let me know.
Um,
How is it?
so I spent $200 to play this game.
What the fuck? Why?
Well, I need to. I didn't realize. I didn't know the release times for the deluxe edition because I'm playing it early right now. Because the game doesn't officially drop till Friday, but if you buy the deluxe edition, you can
Mm,
play it 3 days early. And so
okay.
I bought it on Steam, but Steam wouldn't was not doing pre-downloads, so I couldn't download it. I couldn't download the game fully onto my PC and then have it ready to play. And then have it ready to
Mm.
play for when it was good to go. So I bought it on my Xbox, downloaded it, and then it was ready to go at release. But then for console release, it was last night at 11. And then for PC release, it would have been this morning at 10 a.m.
Oh yeah.
So I was not trying to wait till 10 a.m. So I said, fuck it. Bought it again on my Xbox. Been playing it on my Xbox. I just need to get the refund going on Steam. Because I haven't played it. I haven't touched the game, so they'll refund me for it.
Right.
Because I
Hey,
know,
at least you know what you're doing, bro. But
because I,
that's how's the actual game though?
oh, so the game itself, so far 9.8 out of 10.
Oh, good, good, good.
Honestly, the only thing that like the point 2 points that this game takes off for me is the voice. The guy who plays Batman just can't really do the voice too much. Doesn't feel very Batman to me.
Doesn't do it for you.
Like honestly, I think I would feel better with the guy who voices him in the Lego Batman movies.
It sucks that this game came out after Kevin Conroy passed, bro. That would have been the
Yeah.
cherry on top for his legacy, dude. This game is. I know this. I know how what this game is gonna be. You know what I mean? It's not like the other ones, not the co-op shit. But damn, the voice isn't that good, huh?
Yeah. I don't like the voice very much. It's that, and then just the some of the like the controller mechanics aren't exactly the same as like the Arkham trilogy. So like those are really the only two
Mm,
things that kind of put it off. Is like, oh, go to do something that you can do in the Arkham trilogy, but then it's like because this is also a Lego game, they gotta switch the controls up a little bit. so that you can do other
Mm.
things for the Lego aspect of it all. So it's
I
like
know, but then that's
that
not like
that part is like I mean that's why it's only point two.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So it's like it's nothing crazy, but it's enough to knock up 0.1 off for me. And then I
Sure.
will say it's not
That's
really
fair.
this doesn't really take a point off, but it's kind of funny how during so it's like the whole game itself is a very it's like a mashup kind of like all of the movies in a sense. So like
Hmm.
when you start the game, you start off as Pattinson.
Really?
Yeah, so you start off like you're in
Oh, it's
his
going through like
suit.
age.
No. So it's just you're in his suit, you're in his car, you're using his Jim Gordon, and so it's like, and then once you get to a certain point, you can switch out the Batmobile and stuff and all the suits, whatever. But it's like
How's
there's
the story though?
so yeah, so the story is like it's definitely its own like it's going its own route, but it there's a lot of these it's pulling from so much though. This game pulls from so much.
Heavy, just
So it's
crazy inspiration.
yeah, so it's like it starts off very Batman Begins. You got to go to Nanda Parbat, find the blue flower to give to Ra's al Ghul. Um, but then through
Okay.
all of it, you're actually working with Talia because it's a co-op game. So it's like they do have to throw you a second character. So if you are playing co-op, there's another character you can play.
Mm,
So it's like your first character you get to play with is Talia,
okay.
and then like uh yeah, you're pretty much just you're going through everything with her and she's trying to like join the League of Shadows, and then right at the very end before you fight Ra's al Ghul in the like burn down of the the temple or whatever, you find out that she's his daughter. So it's
Mm,
like it's not gonna be exactly like how the movies are going, but
yeah.
they're pulling so much. So it's like you're working with you know, Pattinson's Jim Gordon, but then you're dealing with the cop Flash from Batman Begins.
Okay.
You're dealing with him.
Interesting.
You're dealing with him through a lot of the like beginning of the story, and then it gets to a point where it's like, oh, the Red Hood's randomly involved, and it's like, but it follows the story of like Bruce's parents getting shot by Jack, who's supposed to be Jack is Jack Nicholson's Joker. But then
Jack Napier, yeah.
yeah, so it goes from like Jack killing his parents to in the future he ends up becoming the Red Hood. And I just got to the point where I stopped the Red Hood, so he's fallen into Ace Chemicals, and now he's gonna slowly become the Joker.
Mm,
I just haven't seen the full reveal yet.
bad. All right, don't tell me anymore, bro. I'm gonna wait for my birthday and wait till it gets slightly cheaper than
But
$100.
that's not happening by your birthday.
You don't
with
think so?
no,
It's been a month and a half.
with how good this game is and with how much people are loving it, it's not gonna drop with at all, and
Hey, fuck it, whatever.
it probably won't drop in price till Christmas.
Yeah,
Like I don't see this game
whatever.
dropping in price at all until Christmas.
That's sick though, bro. It's good though. I'm excited.
I like it. It's very much so Arkham Lego game.
Is there any free roam?
That's like the whole thing. So it's like I'm still kind of
Oh, like when
in
you're done, you figure out that, right?
yeah, well I'm still kind of in this like weird like I can free roam. I just don't have the whole map to free roam yet. Like I've just got it to the point to where I
Yeah.
have two islands unlocked. I think there's three or four islands. I don't know. On the map, the place doesn't look as big, but definitely like in person when you're playing, the map feels a lot bigger. But like when you're looking at the map, it doesn't.
Yeah, I think to this day, I'm sure this movie or I'm sure this game might beat it, but Lego Batman 2 is my favorite, bro. That one was so peak.
Yeah, that one's always been my. I was saying that while I was playing it, while I was streaming. Um, yeah, Lego Batman 2 has always been my favorite. It's the first Lego game that had talking. It was the first Lego game
Flying.
to have flying, open world. I definitely like I played it on the I used to
Lego
play it on
Marvel
the
Superheroes
Wii.
was up there too, bro. It's all the same shit. It's all the same like flying and
Yeah, but
all that shit.
Lego Batman it was the one to get the ball rolling though.
I think Lego Batman was the best one for like Batman, and then like the superhero one was the best one for like the universe. You know what I mean? Because that one because like Lego Batman 3 was like the whole DC universe, and it was nothing compared
It
to
wasn't as good. It
Lego
wasn't as
superheroes. You know
good
what I mean? Marvel
because
superheroes.
well, it just no it just Lego Batman 3 just wasn't as good as Lego Batman 2. Like it
It
was
wasn't.
like it
It
was
wasn't.
just like it was like, oh yeah, we have all
It was cool though. There was
like
some
you can
cool
play
shit. I
the
will say there was some
entire
cool shit.
Justice League or the entire DC universe, but they got rid of like the open world aspect.
Yeah, like all you can do is like roam between maps, and it was kind of boring. Like there's nothing
Yeah.
else. You know what I mean? Like there was no city. There was like it was like a couple ships and like a moon. You know what I
Like
mean?
yeah, it
There
was
wasn't like
like they
much
did
for you to do.
because I get like that one was supposed to be it was Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham, so it was supposed to be in space, blah blah blah. But it
Yeah, the
was
whole
like I
watchtower
don't
and
give a
shit.
fuck about the space shit. Dude, I want it to be back.
Yeah, the whole free realm of Gotham was
I
so
just
tough.
wanted it to be like, okay, now they finally give us like we have Gotham already. Throw Metropolis in there. You know what? If you're going at
Yeah,
it, give us an island.
honestly, he should
Make
just
that
get his
island.
own. He should just get his own game. Honestly, Superman. This would
No,
be fun. I think.
so I've been seeing a lot of talks of like superhero games and like what superheroes should have a video game, and it's like a lot of people want a Superman and a Flash video game. Those are like the big ones, and
Those would be hard though because they're
they're
so
so hard.
powerful.
So it's like Superman is hard to make because he's like an undying character, but it's a video game, so
Yeah,
you have to make
yeah,
him
yeah, yeah.
you
There has
got
to
to
be
give him a
stakes.
weakness to where he can die in the video game. So it's like that's why with all the older ones, it was like, oh, you can free roam and do blah 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 as Superman, but the whole story of the game is your health bar is the city's health bar, and so
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
stop
That
all the
makes sense.
robots and stuff from destroying Metropolis in a certain amount of time. If you don't do that, the
Yeah,
city's
yeah.
destroyed. So it's like they would do stuff like that, but then like it's hard to implement stories into these kind of a game when the character is pretty much like it doesn't matter what the story is because no matter
Yeah,
what he's just gonna come out on top because he's fucking Superman. And then Flash too, like
yeah,
Flash is hard because just doing super speed like that in a video game and making it work like that for
yeah. It's
a
hard.
good Flash story too would be so difficult. Like I feel like
It looked really good in Injustice too, though.
Superman would probably be so much easier to make for a superhero game.
I don't know, bro. I think Injustice was. It looked pretty good in Injustice, bro.
Well, that's different. Injustice is practically like most of that is like movie. Like a lot of the Injustice video game, like Injustice 2 is a lot of it is like movie cutscene. It's like you do the fight and then
Yeah,
it's
but
movie
think.
cutscene.
Yeah, but you got to think of it like this: like if they did a mission for him, it's not like he'd be running super fast in one direction
No,
the
no.
whole
Well,
level. You know what I mean? Like it would be a matter of him do going here, going here, going here. So if I think they could do Flash, bro. Because like you have to think about the Injustice game when you did a move for it, Flash, it did it super fast and it looked cool. You know what I mean? So they could do his fighting super fast. You could do
well,
blitzes and shit, and they could be parts of you know what I mean?
the fighting aspect. That's the easiest part of making any of these games. Is like the fighting aspect is probably to me at least it sounds like it would be the easiest part to like come up with and like figure out because it's like because the fighting is like you do see that in video games and in the shows and movies already and but like for if they were to do a Flash video game, it's like because he's the Flash, you're gonna have all these like cool chase scenes and stuff. But it's like, how do you make the cool chase
That
scenes
too.
better for the video game? So you would have to implement like
I disagree.
random
I think they could do
like
cool shit.
time
Think
like
about his villains, bro. Captain Cold freezing the floor, find a way to run against the floor and shit.
well, yeah, but
You know what I mean? They give me cool,
like
cool
for
things in the game.
well, obviously for the smaller rogues gallery characters, yeah. But I'm saying like if you're doing
I think you can make it
the
cool.
main is Reverse Flash. Like he's obviously the main villain. So it's like if you're doing a Flash video game, he has to be your main bad guy. And if he's your main bad guy, you gotta like you
Doesn't
got
have to.
I would say he has to be.
They could be the second or third. You know what I mean? Like the Spider-Man games, we haven't even got Green Goblin yet. You know what I mean? And we're on the third game. You know what I'm saying? They can push it
See,
back. You
I
don't have
don't
to gonna write it.
Green Goblin. I don't know. I feel like Green Goblin's only like he's more of a
I know, but I'm
mainstreamer
saying they
villain
could write it to
because
where like
of the Sam Raimi movies, but he's not really like the like Spider-Man villain. Like I feel like it's Venom is the Spider-Man villain. Like they're all his
oh, that's
villains, but
cap. I
it
think they're all three. I think
no
Doc Ock,
like
Green Goblin,
arch
and Spider-Man or
nemesis,
and Venom.
like the Flash and Reverse Flash, arch nemesis. I would like. I feel like I don't know. Actually, now that I say arch
I don't know
nemesis,
because
it kind of
yeah, because Venom's like a goofball now, bro. Like Venom's the lethal protector.
yeah. Well,
I don't
just
I
not even
I would
that. I like not even the whole
I think
lethal
I think
protector
I think those
shit.
are his three greatest, bro. Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Venom are just his greatest villains in my opinion. But
Yeah,
it just
I'm.
depends, bro. Because Spider-Man's different, bro. His rogues are fire, bro. Because there's like
Well,
Spider-Man, friend
that's
or foe. The main
only
villain's
for
Mysterio. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
there's so many ways to write it. You know what I mean? You can write any one of these villains like
Oh, I
super
think
powerful.
that
You know what I mean? Besides like Rhino.
well that's because too like okay like the Spider-Man games we have now,
I don't know.
those are all their own adaptation into their own video games for Spider-Man. But I like so Green Goblin. We're not getting Green Goblin in these ones probably because we already got video game Green Goblin in Friends or Foes in the original Spider-Man video game. So I feel
I'm pretty sure he's next.
and then two because you have for the PS4 versions, you have to kind of you don't want them to follow the movies too much. So it's like I feel like if we had gotten Green Goblin as the PS4 Spider-Man's first villain, a lot of people would have just been like, okay, they're kind of just tracking the movies.
I mean, either way they are though, because the first one was Doc Ock, the second one was Venom, the third one's gonna be Green Goblin, or yeah, the fourth one's gonna be Green Goblin. Like they're already leading up to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll
Which
see.
I'm excited for, bro. The I can see it. I don't know. I'm seeing it in my head, bro. How they can do a really cool Flash game. The Superman game.
It's hard. There's
That's
so many people that are like trying to make them that make them on their free time.
I hate that this is
Even like the people who play them on there's so many like Roblox versions of like Flash like games and stuff, and they're all so bad because the main aspect is like it's just running. And it's like you can only run so fast.
yeah.
Because that's the thing too. It's like if you have characters like the Flash who are supposed to be able to get to a point where they're so fast where they can literally be instant teleportation.
Yeah, well, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not saying necessarily make the game about all. Everyone wants to make a game about speed, about speed. Just worry about the story, bro. Make the game. Like I would worry about him being like figuring out crimes, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like oh shit. Uh, like I said, like fighting his rogues. Figuring out a bomb. And you know what I mean? You can make it very like not Incredibles like, but very like him figuring shit out in Central
And
City. You know what I mean? Like as a superhero. It doesn't have to be like him as the fastest man alive. Like everything has to be super. You know what I mean? Like you can just make a cool Flash game. Is what I'm trying to say. Like I think that's the problem. Is what you're saying. Everyone's trying to make it like make everything as fast as possible. Yeah, I'm sure in the
No,
game
not
there's going to be a point where like he needs to run as fast as he can, which will be really cool.
no.
And
It's
you know what I mean?
it's
But I think you can
it's
make a pretty
making
cool Flash
the
game out of it.
no. It's just the speedster parts are the hardest parts to do for these games. Like I'm like
But
obviously
how? I think Injustice was fine. Just do the
no,
same thing for Injustice.
because those are movie scenes though. I'm saying like not for his fighting. I'm no combat. There's no combat involved in what the fuck I'm talking about. It is strictly like the
I'm
running
talking.
around
Yeah,
aspect.
the movement too, though, bro.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, but
what's
I'm
wrong with
saying like
Oh,
the
you're talking. I think
like
you're talking
just
specifically free roam. I think,
yeah,
bro. I think that's what
specifically
you're.
free roaming movement, like traversing the map. Because
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
already
Because
gotten that
I guess
in
so.
DC
If you're talking about
Universe
specifically that,
Online.
because they can you can do a whole game with. Say if it didn't have free roam, you can do a whole Flash game. It can be pretty
Yeah,
sick. But if you're doing free
I'm
roam
saying
with it,
if they
yeah,
didn't,
I see what you mean.
because I don't know if I'd really like. I feel like yes, I would say I want free roam in a Flash video game, but at the same time, I don't because if you're gonna have free roam in a Flash video game, you need to have the biggest fucking map I've ever seen. Because just with how fast the Flash
Yeah,
is
it has to be
supposed to
the world,
be,
honestly.
I have to be able to like it's like realistically, my character should go from point A from one side of the map to the other side of the map in this amount of time. But because it's a video game, it's really going to happen in like 45 minutes.
It's probably gonna be a build up. Yeah, it's probably a buildup. I mean, that's the thing, though. You have to expect that, bro. As a grown fucking men, we can't just like get that, not get that, and be like, "This game is trash." Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They
it's
still
just
gave us a big ass
it's
flash
just to
game. You know what I
implement
mean?
it into video games. Like Injustice, it's way easier because it's not solely a flash game, and then it is just side scroll fighting. So it's like
Yeah,
it's so much easier to do just side scroll fighting when in a what people are looking for in a flash game from what I see online for what people are looking for in a flash game, it is not side scroll fighting. It is like open world like you gotta chase
yeah,
reverse flash from one point to the next point to the next point to the next point while also throwing lightning bolts at him and fucking I don't like and then dodging random like car parts that he might be tossing back at you or whatever. It's like trying to do those bits would make it so much harder if
yeah.
it
I
wasn't just
wonder if they could.
if if it
Yeah, they would
was
have to like
like
make the fuck out of it, bro. If they, yeah,
if they wanted to do a decent flash game they could just do like an injustice style game where it's all cutscene story based where it's kind of like a telltale game like like to do to do
I was
like
gonna say you have to throw that a little bit of that in it. It's the
like a
Telltale.
semi
You had a
good
little bit
like
of that. You'd
flash
have to
speedster game would have to be like a telltale game.
a little bit, yeah. Like, like,
You would have to have like a
yeah,
good
yeah.
bit of it just be like you choose like you don't physically make him do it but you do choose like the
You watch him do
decisions
it. Yeah,
you
yeah.
watch him do it and then if a fight happens you just go into Mortal Kombat Injustice style fighting.
Yeah. I think yeah, you honestly for a Flash game to work, it would have to be a mixture of like a bunch of different styles of games. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like just make the story a really good story. You know what I mean? So it's a good movie. Like once you watch it, just sit back and watch it. You know what I mean? And make it really good. And it would have to be like a bunch of different styles of games. You know what I mean?
yeah, because
To make it
that's
like
another
super
big
entertaining.
thing for it is they would have to be a good like it also has to be a good movie for a
Yeah, yeah.
flash
That's
video
what I'm
game
saying.
because the Arkham trilogy like
It's fire
those are good
movie.
movies. Like if those weren't video games
Yeah.
and those were like movies, those are good movies.
Spider-Man 2, I think. Same. I think with the Spider-Man ones too. Yeah, the Batman ones are crazy too,
Like
though.
like
Especially the first three.
some of the Spider-Man games, they're not too bad. Like they're on. I wouldn't put the Spider-Man games over the Batman like the Arkham trilogy. I would totally put
As
the
far as
Arkham
movies.
trilogy like yeah. As far as like movies go, I would put Arkham up above. as games, I would probably put the Spider-Man games over just because all three of them are fully like real open world traversal, like in and out, like beginning to end. Like because Arkham Asylum, it's like you
Yeah.
get it a little bit, but it's just the asylum. Arkham City,
Yeah, you
you
get it
get
in
it a
state.
bit more, but you get like this slightly bigger area that's
That's how
kind of a
Spider-Man is too,
city.
though.
Yeah, well, but art,
As you
but
play it, you get more and more.
not really though. Like through the first game, it's like you just have like New York,
It's yeah, like you
and the
always start off
second
with this much, and then like it ends up being that much in
no
those
no it's
games.
not
Because
it's not
you
not
start
even
off with a
not
chunk.
even to start off. It's just like for the Spider-Man games, it's not even start off. Once you're in the game, you can fully just go wherever the fuck you want in New York.
I thought
For
in
the
the third one, like when they expand it across the lake, like you can't get to
well,
the lake
yeah, no, 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 no. So,
until a certain point.
yeah, no. So that's the only difference in the three games is that from the first one and the second one, you're just switching characters. You same map, different characters because you're, and then it's
Mm,
more of a focus in where the fuck is Miles from?
Brooklyn.
Brook, no, right? Is yeah, from Brooklyn, from but because isn't he like Harlem area, right?
Mm,
Yeah, so it's like it's more of a Harlem kind of focus, and then for in Spider-Man 2, and then once you move into Spider-Man to the third game, because it's both of them, then they add where you can go across the water, and Brooklyn is like the actual Brooklyn side is added because you just get New York, and then you have the Harlem
mm,
area in the first two, but then in the third one you actually get the Brooklyn side. So it's like
that's cool.
they do extend, but it's like the but it's practically the same three maps throughout the entire three games. It's just the third game you get a little bit of extra DLC added on top. For the Arkham trilogy
So I'm
games, you're dealing with three different maps for three different
yeah,
games.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then they're not all fully
yeah,
like
yeah.
the third game is way or like the third and the second game are way more open world than the first game, but then it's just the third game you can
Way more
just
what?
go, they're more open world, so it's like the because the first game is strictly Arkham
Mm,
Asylum, so you're only doing Arkham Asylum
yeah, yeah.
areas, but then the second one is Arkham City, so then you have this bit of a prison cityscape to go, and then Arkham Knight is just the entirety of Gotham.
Arkham Asylum is so cool though, bro, because Arkham Asylum is such a like flippable game. You know how like back in the day when they said, oh, like when I played Mario, I used to flip it, like you used to beat it, and then like it'll be a little different. You beat it again, but like it was just like the same map. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So I think it's cool how like Arkham Asylum, like it's so easy to get 100% is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And then you're just like kind of walking around freely. I
yeah,
think that's pretty cool. But
that's also another thing I haven't noticed. I don't think I heard that they were doing this for the Lego Batman game. I don't know if they have actually done it, but because I haven't seen them just quite yet. But the fucking Riddler trophies, because
oh, they're doing them.
well, because that those are like a big thing throughout the Arkham trilogy, and I'm heard that
Yeah,
they were doing it, but I haven't necessarily like come across the trophies. I think they're doing like a different style of them, but they're
like
still
a brick.
around. Not a brick. It's like a some kind of like
Are they still doing the red
it's
brick and the gold brick and shit
yeah.
in the mini kit
So the bricks are
when you're
interesting
finished?
how they're doing them. So the red bricks are modifiers, I guess, so you can put onto your skins, like onto the suits. So I think so,
Interesting.
and I'm not quite sure if they actually do anything, but they do change the color of some of the suits. So like, there's a couple of them that I've found while playing, and there's like a toxic waste one, and it's like when I was playing on the Batman Beyond skin for a little bit, and when I played on that one, I put the red brick modifier on. It made the whole fucking suit yellow, and I was like, okay, these are like, I I feel like this is where they're kind of copying the variants on like Spider-Man 3, where like Miles
Hmm.
and Peter have like the different, like they have those skins, but they have the different
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
variant
yeah, yeah, yeah,
colors.
yeah,
I feel like that's what they're
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to kind of do with this. There's not, it's just like it's just one brick per different variant color instead of one skin that also has like five different variants. So it's like that's
Um,
a little interesting. And then it's like the gold bricks, you use them instead of unlocking characters. You actually use them to purchase your skill upgrades and stuff. You got a ghost, bro.
no, it was my dog. Question, question. Does what was I gonna tell you? Um, oh, is there still an area to put in cheat codes?
Yeah, there is. I don't think they've released them yet because when it comes to Lego games, the only cheat codes I like are the ones that the stud attractor, which makes it so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
The
that
ones
you
that
can
like
just
help you
get,
get everything.
yeah, it just bring it helps bring everything closer to you, makes it more magnified onto that one, and then like the building faster. Like those are really the only ones I ever use in Lego games.
I like those. Obviously, the free characters,
Oh yeah,
and
any
then I
free
like
character ones. See, I don't feel like they're
and
gonna
then I
do
like
any real free character ones because I've already gotten some free skins. I got one for I got a I you obviously get one from the deluxe, but when you get the game, you get free skins from uploading your HBO Max account. When you put your
hmm,
when you put your HBO account, you get the Dark Lantern skin, and then I forgot what the other one is, but you get two skins just for putting your HBO account on.
question. Is it have you seen like the big character layout yet? Like the
Mm-mm.
click, 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 you know what I mean? Like the you haven't seen it yet?
No,
Is it the end of the game?
so I'm not sure because it's like so
Is there any
I
free realm at all? Like free world?
yeah, no, so that's like most of it is free, is all free roam. It's just where I'm at in the story. Like I'm very early on into my bat cave, so my bat cave has like no suits. Like it's very like minimal, very minimal.
Oh,
Like
you're
you
like
gotta,
winning your trophies.
yeah, so it's like you gotta build everything up throughout the story and as you go. So it's like you can pick your Batmobiles and stuff and whatever through the menu, but it's like when you want to go to the Bat Cave and like role play it, or it's like, oh, I'm gonna be in like I'm gonna do this suit with this Batmobile for today, blah blah blah, whatever. And then it's like you go to the Bat Cave and do it. But it's like when I go to my Bat Cave and do it, it's like I've got a couple places I can like grapple to get to where I need to go, and that's about it. I can go to the station to upgrade my shit. That's about it. I just need to progress more.
Damn, heard. That's exciting though. When does the
Uh,
Wolverine game come out?
September,
Oh, bet. I got plenty of
August.
time to get this game. Yeah. Speaking of that, the release date, what, August 16th, I think, for Lanterns. You want to talk about the trailer a little bit?
Oh yeah. Um. Um.
Looks a lot better. I mean, I'm more
I'm
excited than I was. I
just.
will say that.
I'm glad we got to see some green.
Yes, some
Um.
constructs.
I. We got to see some green. We got to see some space, which I liked. Because I was a little worried that with the first trailer we got that everything that it was going to be strictly all on Earth. Like at least like I was hoping that because it is like the end of Hal's story that we were going to get some like flashbacks because it is supposed to be like the Guardians, gave him the mission or the directive or whatever to train John.
Hmm.
So it's like I want to see that conversation, or at least I want to see
No
like
wonder.
I want a little bit of like, can we get like a little bit of memories, like some Hal Jordan memories, just a couple memory sequences of like what it was like for Hal, because it's like it's a lot of training, right? Of like getting rid of the fear and gaining willpower. So Are we gonna get like
You know,
where? Are we gonna get moments where Hal is training John, and it's like these are things that his guy that his mentor did to Hal that he's now doing to John. Are we gonna get like little flashback sequences where it's um like where the scene in the trailer where Hal drives the fucking car off the cliff? Like if like what if there was a scene where Hal's mentor did that to him on Oa or some shit, like in his own way, where we get like a small little flashback. I just want some flashbacks of Hal
for sure,
because
for
this
sure. We're gonna
is
see how the show goes. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It
because
might, it might be in there.
it's the first time we're seeing Hal Jordan in live action in this universe. It isn't shitty Ryan Reynolds. So I'm excited and I wanted to see a little bit more of some Hal.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
We're already getting more Guy Gardner than we need.
For real, guys in there, which is kind of cool because making everything connect, which is cool. So at least James is on. At least Gunn is on the connectivity. I'm excited. I'm more excited than I was. I
Oh,
like that there's more green.
I also wanted to talk about that. So I posted that clip because we talked about connectivity last week about the DC
Yeah, yeah,
universe, and I got a couple of comments talking about like I just need to rephrase what I said. So when we said last week that we want everything that like we have a lot of shit that's been announced, but how does it connect? A lot of people were like, "Oh, that means you need to wait and like watch crazy concept. Wait, you gotta wait for it to come out and watch it to see how it connects." And it's like obviously, no fucking shit. That's what we have to do. I'm just saying
yeah.
we have a lot of shit that's been announced. We have a lot of time until we're gonna see a lot of these things, and the slate on which these have been announced is probably gonna change.
Well, my thing, what I was trying to say was the things that are coming out are so opposite and unorthodox of any connectivity. Like Clayface is not connecting to the Justice League. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And Peacemaker is not connecting to Clayface or the maybe Clayface, but not connecting to Justice League. You know what I mean? And that's my biggest thing is like what's up with like the Justice League. I want to see the Justice League. You know what I mean? We've seen a bunch of cool Gotham projects and shit. Yeah, I'm sure Clayface is gonna be sick. But like, I want to see the Justice League, bro. I want to see a live action Justice League done right, and a couple of them, bro. We've
yeah.
gotten fucking what? We're about to get 5, 6 Avengers
Like
movies. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see some Justice League movies.
mainly when we say we want to see how it connects, it's not necessarily how we want to see how each movie connects into each movie. It's more of how we want to see how is this movie gonna bring us to the Justice League. Like how is this movie gonna bring us closer to what we're gonna see as our Justice League for this universe. That's what we mean by connect.
Yeah, and I think three things, bro. I think once we get a little bit more on Wonder Woman and Batman, it'll definitely I think I'll stop talking my shit. And I think Lanterns might do it, bro, because we're getting Supergirl and Lanterns. And Supergirl, Gunn already made it seem like she's around a lot to help when at the end of Peacemaker. You know what I mean? When we retconned the Snyder Justice
Yeah,
League, she was floating there. So it's you know what I mean? She might be uh like a what's the name? Like a joining member or whatever the fuck here and there.
yeah,
You
an
know what I mean?
honorary
So like we've
member.
already gotten a bunch of pieces, but we don't have the other two pieces of the Trinity. You know what I mean? And other big hitters like Martian Manhunter, Flash, Shazam. You know what I mean? Um, so that's where I'm like, what's up with those guys? Because you're gonna tell me whenever the fuck we do get our Justice League movie, like we don't have them yet, because like I mean, and I think it's, oh Jesus Christ, I'm fumbling my words. But what I was trying to say was, I think slowly we're gonna get it, bro. Because I'm so happy we saw a guy in the trailer, because to me that's like, oh, right after this, something's got to give, because we're there. Two of these characters are already confirmed in Man of Tomorrow. You know what I mean? And like
Who?
Man of Tomorrow
Wait,
might be like
Guy Gardner. Who's the other one?
Jon Stewart.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? So like I'm assuming whatever the fuck's gonna happen is gonna lead right into that, and then we have Supergirl, which I'm assuming something's gonna happen with Brainiac. To you know what I mean? So maybe we just need to watch these next two things, and I'll shut the fuck up. So I'm hoping that's what happens.
Yeah,
These next two things
because
really lead into it. It makes sense, bro.
do we think that Brainiac is the reason for Krypton's annihilation in this universe, and that's
I
probably why we're
I
getting
hope so.
Brainiac so early? Is because we're
I
also
hope so.
is
Yeah.
also because of Supergirl, because I feel like we might get, at least at the end of Supergirl, I feel like we should get some kind of end credit scene. We need a cliffhanger that leads us into Man of Tomorrow.
Or maybe it's something of like they don't know what it was the whole time. By the end of the movie, you find out it was Brainiac that did this, or like who
That
the
would be
leader
cool.
was.
Yeah,
Oh, the leader's Brainiac. You know what I mean? Something like that. And then like Man of Tomorrow is them dealing with that. Obviously, you know what I mean?
I'd like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
But I think, you know, and I wonder again, like maybe this is Man of Tomorrow is going to be like our point five Justice League or the first type of Justice League movie, and then we're going
yeah,
to shift over to like
I
the other characters
I
because
think
I would
sadly
not
it
be
is.
surprised if we get, huh?
I think sadly it is gonna be like our 0.10 version of the Justice League is gonna be whatever we
Yeah,
get in Man of
yeah, yeah,
Tomorrow. Which I'm
yeah.
just, it's so sad to not have at least like a Wonder Woman or a Bat. Like you need at least one other person of the Trinity to, I would say, to at
Hey,
least call it the
we
Justice
might get
League.
Wonder Woman, bro. We might get Wonder Woman.
I feel like
We might get
we
Wonder
need
Woman, bro.
Wonder Woman. I feel like if we're getting any of the Justice League next that isn't already, Lanterns, whatever, it needs to be Wonder Woman or Batman. Or no, sorry, not Batman. Martian
Check this out.
Manhunter. Wonder Woman,
I was
Martian
gonna say, check
Manhunter.
this
Give me
out.
those
What if
two.
we get both, bro?
Even
What
if
if
we
we get
got
both?
both,
Maybe
it'd
not
be
Martian
sick.
Manhunter, but I was gonna say, what if whatever happens with Brainiac is the reason like the Amazons have to come out of hiding. You know what I mean? Because it's like a world threatening thing. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe,
they have
yeah.
to send out their warrior. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that.
I mean, I
Because
could
like I
see
think
it, but we also have the aspect of Lex is kind of working with Superman in this movie, because we're gonna
yeah
get all the, like, what is it? Not what's the
yeah
comic? Because we're gonna get all the stuff from the comic book of like Lex and Clark in prison, and then him coming out of prison. He's got to help Superman to fight Brainiac.
mhm.
I just love Lex. Nicholas Holt as Lex just gets my dick hard.
All right. Nah, he's fire though, bro. That's exciting, bro. I'm excited. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I just need to see these things come out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe these next couple of things are gonna make everything uh, fucking connect. And if they throw in Wonder Woman, I I'm pretty sure James Gunn is waiting till after Clayface and Man of Tomorrow to announce his Batman. Like
I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure
Man
he's
of
like doing
Tomorrow.
it
I
as
think
we speak.
Clayface and Supergirl. I don't think he's waiting for Man of Tomorrow. Or at least
Really? You think we're
at
gonna get that
least
soon?
at least not to announce that, like, who's been casted, like official casting announcement. But I think maybe to see on screen, definitely probably not till after Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about the casting announcement because that's the first thing. That's the first thing
Yeah,
that we're gonna know is
casting
that. You know what I mean?
announcement. We'll get that. We'll probably get that before Man of Tomorrow. Maybe
You
not
think?
this. Maybe not this year. Small. I mean, if we're gonna get any casting this year, I could see like Wonder Woman for sure. I could probably see her getting announced this year. I just don't see her being on screen until after Man of Tomorrow.
Well, watch this, bro. Mark my words. They throw in Wonder Woman because this is a world-threatening thing, and she has to, you know, come to light and help save the day, type of thing. And by the end of the movie, the cliffhanger is like the Batman actor kind of there, like these fucking idiots, bro. They need some structure. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like some type of
I see
end
that.
credit
So
scene like that. Because no matter what,
it's gonna get
Batman is the
political
person.
though
Batman is
too.
the
I
Iron Man.
think. I think it's gonna get a little
Maybe.
political in the sense of because Guy Gardner and because I've said this before, when Batman gets introduced and they do finally create the Justice League, Bruce needs to buy out Lord Industries or whatever part
Oh,
of the
for sure.
whatever part of the company owns the heroes, owns the superheroes. That needs to be the part that Bruce buys out so that they can make the Justice League official.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But like
for
it's
sure.
Batman is just the hardest one, to be honest. I feel like he's the hardest one to implement into all this right now. Because again, it comes
He
back to
is.
with all the shit just having an already
I'm not gonna lie.
established world that makes it really hard to put Batman in.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I think one thing he did fumble with, and wait, again, let me talk. Stop talking my shit. Let me ask this question: Is Clayface the main timeline or Patterson? What do we
Um,
know that yet or no?
I see. I'm not me myself. I've never been. I don't know what the fuck my phone is. I've never been fully
So I was gonna say
certain. Let me do a
one thing that I think they,
quick search.
one thing I think they, James Gunn fucked up on, bro, was that I would have been thrown in Wayne Industry, Wayne. I would have put Wayne everywhere, bro. It doesn't matter. You
Okay,
know what I mean? That's one thing that I would have kept the
according to
connectivity with,
this,
but you don't need the cast yet.
Clayface is a part of the James Gunn universe.
Oh
Like
yeah, so we'll
like
see. Maybe this is what
so
we start getting some of it. You know what I mean?
see like it would like it low key it makes it a lot easier if we do just throw Pattinson in because he's already doing it. So like it does kind of make it easier, and then I guess in a sense, I guess you like maybe because it's only his first year, it's not gonna be fantastical because it's his first
Yo, listen, check this
year or
out.
two as Batman.
You know what I
But
just thought
then
of, bro?
the farther along it goes in, maybe Clayface is like the first villain he gets into it with. That's like his real first fantastical villain besides Joker, I guess. Because maybe Joker hasn't gone that
Yo,
like crazy enough to beat where his shit's that fantastical yet.
yo,
Hit me with it.
what if, bro? James Gunn. What if, bro? What if, bro? Because James Gunn. What if James Gunn is a low key mastermind, bro? And maybe I'm just a mastermind. I just thought about this, but if he thinks about this, bro, listen to this, James Gunn, because he already put the groundwork, bro. Because he already has the access to multiversal travel with Peacemaker. What if, because of the events of Man of Tomorrow and that technology that they got from Peacemaker or whatever, uh,
Oh, and
the
that's how
universes
they
collide,
implement
bro?
him. I
Yeah,
I would. I don't. I feel. I low key hate that. I
because
kind of
it's
hate that.
just like why?
I
Let
just.
me hear it.
It's. I just like. I like it because it does make it easier to implement Batman. I just feel like
Because I'm not gonna lie, I think they should just keep Patterson at this point, bro. I'm not gonna
at this
lie.
point, I'm kind
His
of with
second
you
movie's
on
coming
that.
out now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of with
You
you
know,
on
at this
keeping
point, his
Patterson.
second movie's aligning
Okay,
with
we
everything.
also need to fix that. We keep saying Patterson. We got cooked in the fucking comments recently. Okay? There was a clip where we kept saying Patterson. We
Oh,
have to get his last name right. It's Pattinson. We keep saying Patterson.
Pattinson.
We keep saying Patterson, and we got cooked in the comments on one of the clips I posted. It's
Pattinson.
like three different people were like, "It's Pattinson. It's not Patterson. It's Pattinson,"
Pattinson.
and we do it almost
Pattinson.
every time.
Pattinson.
Like we'll say Pattinson at first, but then like we'll just keep saying it, and we'll go into Patterson. We do it all the time. I because I noticed it. Because
That's
I
funny.
noticed it like 2 weeks ago
Pattinson.
when I
Pattinson.
uploaded the clip, and then we did
Okay.
it again last week, and and now we're doing it again. I was like, oh shit. I was like, it's a thing.
Shit.
But yeah, patents. It's like
Yeah,
it's it does make it easier to implement him into the MC or sorry into the DC because he's already established, and this is a already established universe. But like it makes it easier, but then I also feel like too Batman should have
They
already.
they
They
would
should have
miss out
already
on like the
done
big
Batman.
the reveal and casting.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like Superman and Batman should
We
have
don't.
been.
We don't
They should have started off with the two of them, but just kept them separate.
I really hope. I'm not
Like,
gonna lie.
because that's how the
I
MCU
think
does it.
they
The
should do a
MCU,
reveal.
the MCU will have these crazy, like how we had Brave New World. Brave New World had these crazy, like we had not Brave New World. We had Eternals. Eternals. We had fucking celestial, fucking hands and fingers and faces come out of the ground and come out of the ocean. But then it's like, where's the fucking Avengers? Where's all these different teams and shit that probably would be doing something about this, since this is like
Yeah,
potential
yeah.
world-ending shit? But we don't see none of them. So I feel like we
In
should
Batman's
we
defense, Batman
maybe
doesn't come out in the daytime.
okay, whatever. Whatever.
Realistically, he's not just popping out in Metropolis, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
I
But
will say that the Flash, yeah, but
yeah.
I don't
But
think Barry
for
Allen has
this
came to be
James
yet.
Gunn
I don't. I
universe, I feel like it would have been easier if he had started off with Batman also, and we had just gotten a Batman movie and a Superman movie potentially the same year, last year. Like, what if we got his own Batman movie and his own Superman movie? He says, yes, these are the same universe, but we're gonna kind of MCU it a little bit to where they might, like, obviously Man of Steel, potential like world-ending black hole kind of shit. You know, Batman would probably end up getting involved a little bit. But I feel it would be
is do we
easier
know
to.
if Lanterns is gonna be come out all at once or what?
I think it's weekly. I honestly,
Let me check.
I don't think it matters just because of how spread out everything is. It doesn't matter.
Well, I was just curious. Like I was just questioning it.
I
I
hope it's
wonder how it
weekly
comes
though.
out.
Honestly,
Weekly is fun.
we need to go back to weekly, like especially too, like we just had Invincible, Daredevil, The Boys. Still haven't watched The Boys. I need to get on that shit.
Dude, the last episode is gonna piss you off, bro. They better make up for this shit, bro, because it's looking like it's gonna be just
See,
like Stranger Things and Game of
yeah, I
Thrones,
don't
bro.
get.
A shitty final season, bro.
Well, I just I don't fully understand why The Boys is doing the theatrical final release if it's only an hour.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing a lot of
Cause
shit, bro. I
cause
just don't want to say anything to spoil it for you. But I
oh
don't know why
I
they're
mean
doing a lot of shit,
yeah,
bro.
well yeah, we'll leave all we'll leave all the talk because I this week when I go back to work on Thursday, I will fully watch this season and be ready for it. But just the theatrical release part of this season, like it was understandable for Stranger Things because they made that last episode 2 fucking hours. Like this is
Oh yeah,
strictly
it's gonna
like
come out weekly.
yeah, this is strictly an hour 5 minutes. Like I don't want to go to the theater just for
Yeah,
an
I don't.
hour.
Yeah, yeah,
Like an hour and a half
yeah,
the least.
yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, bro. I
I
don't know
feel
what they're
like that
thinking.
I feel like they're doing a little too much with this theatrical release, especially if it's not that good. Like the Stranger Things finale was good enough to put theatrical, and it had enough talk afterwards
Yeah, it was enough
with
spectacle. Yeah, it was
yeah,
enough spectacle
there's
for
so
sure.
much spectacle around it where it was like, oh, it was so good that put it out theatrical. This
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't know
After this last episode, I don't know why they would do that, bro. This last episode
because it's
pissed
like
off everybody, bro.
because it's like what is is the last episode? I mean, don't spoil it, but I would assume the last episode of the whole show is going to be the final standoff between whatever team is the boys versus fucking Homelander. And
Yeah, bro.
I know
You gotta watch it, bro.
I've heard
I
something.
don't fucking know,
I
bro.
know you told me Butch ends up getting more powers than just the heat vision. I know I've seen clips of the kid who plays Homelander's son had like a
Chill
watch
out.
party for when he dies in the show, because he does die, right? Adam.
Who?
Adam, isn't that
Who?
his name? Homelander Butch's
The
son.
kid that doesn't die.
He doesn't. Oh, okay. I thought he does die. Because I saw a scene where, or there was whatever, but there's a clip where the kid who plays him is having like a watch party at his house with all of his friends, and I guess Soldier Boy,
Hmm.
I guess the kid had talked to the writers or whatever, and had like Soldier Boy bring up like his friend's dad, like had him like talk shit about his friend's dad on the show, just as like a like it was funny. Like all of his friends
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
everything, like everyone was laughing. So it was a good joke, but I was like, that's kind of funny that like you throw a watch party just so that all your friends could watch the show, just so that you could have a small moment where Soldier Boy kind of like talks shit about your friend and his dad.
Bro, fucking yeah, that's I think I know exactly what you're talking about. That's funny as fuck. But nah, dude, I don't know what they're fucking thinking, bro. But I really hope this that I can just pray for like a decent final
Oh,
episode, bro.
how is
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
how so? Because I know they added Castiel and Sam Winchester from Supernatural this season. Jared
Yeah,
Padalecki.
yeah, yeah. That was a really cool episode. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like the season
It was
itself
just
is better than
it
last
was
season.
just
It's
a
a
one
fire season.
episode
I
thing.
just don't know what the fuck they're doing with the writing, bro. The writing is like this right now, bro.
Is it okay?
It's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know what they're
I'll
thinking,
give it
but
a
the episode
watch.
they're in, bro, is really cool.
Yeah, I'll give it a
Yeah, the
watch.
episode they're in, I really enjoy it, bro.
Okay. I'm feeling a lot better. We're already at an hour and a half. We're gonna kick it off
Oh shit,
because we're missing one last review.
go.
Our one last review of One Last Kill. Punisher.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
We'll talk about Goat next week.
Um. Yeah.
Goat was fire.
Um. Yeah. Go was all
I
right.
thought it
We
was
talked about that
fire.
last week. Honestly, because I had watched Hopper and Goats like within the same week. Hopper was a lot better than Goat. Just saying.
Really, I enjoyed
To me,
Goat a little more. I
Hopper's
like basketball.
was a lot more enjoyable for me. I thought like like it was cool like Caleb McLaughlin and whatever, like he was cool as the Goat. I like the story was interesting. Like how they're all big as fucking tall, whatever. You got to get the small
Yeah, yeah,
goat to play now. Like I was like the concept is cool, but I think the concept to Hoppers and all of that it
I think Hopper
pulled
was a
me in
better
more.
movie, and it was had more heart.
Oh yeah, for
Had way more
sure.
heart. Go was funner
Especially
and
too,
funnier for me.
especially with Dr. Sam. Like how the fuck when this movie came out, all I want to know is why was I not seeing any videos on the Pixar theory when this fucking movie came out, okay? We're finally meeting the one bitch, the not even the one person,
I told you. I
the
told you, bro.
team of people we're meeting. You didn't say how crazy this. You were like, you told me like, oh, it connects in this one scene. You didn't tell me how fucking drastic this one scene was. We meet the
I
one
didn't fucking
team of people who is like, these are the team of 3 to 4 people who are the inevitability of the annihilation of the human existence in the Pixar universe. This is the lady who
Yeah, bro.
creates the dog collars and shit and Up, who creates the fucking who I'm pretty sure she creates Wally. Like she's the creator of Wally.
Mm,
Um Potentially I would assume that Wally is supposed to be like the precursor to the robot Eve is like a version 1 of Eve in a sense. So also created Eve. She also created the fucking um
mm,
she's the scream cans for energy. She made those. I looked at the whole fucking chalkboard the bitch made in that one scene when she shows off the chalkboard and she's like, "Here's all the things I've been working on. They're a little crazy,
yeah,
but this is
yeah,
what I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
doing." It's like all of these crazy things that are like the future inventions that kind of lead to the annihilation of humans. It's all from this bitch.
Yep. Yeah, I told you, bro. That seed, bro. That was pretty cool.
Cause
I gotta
fucking
rewatch it, bro. Hoppers was fire.
because it was like at first I wasn't like
Hoppers?
too. I wasn't like too crazed about watching Hoppers at first, and then because once it got into the whole concept of what hopping is for this movie, I was like, okay, cool, and I was like, okay, I see why like this movie, like the Hoppers part got like that part of research or whatever got cut, and then that's how she moves into all this other shit that ends up ruining the world. I just thought it was funny. I just think that one scene is so fucking funny. If you can connect to the
Yeah,
Pixar
bro.
theory in that big of a way, where it's like, oh yeah, just side note, this doctor lady that you've kind of like not liked throughout most of the movie is also one of the biggest fucking like genociders of like history.
For real. Yeah, dude.
Like Hitler, who the fuck is Hitler? Dr. Sam. Dr.
For
Sam
real.
towers Hitler on the list. Okay, sorry. Punisher one last kill. Give me okay. For this review, we'll start off out of 10 score, and then you can go in and tell me your pros and cons of everything you like, didn't like about it, and then I'll give mine. Then we'll
I'll
do it
do
there.
solid 8 out of 10. You know, I do. John Bernthal is one of my favorite castings. Marvel castings ever. Um, I will say, looking back at one of my negatives, I'll get into my positives, but I'll get my negatives out first. My negatives, bro. One thing I will say is the whole time I was watching it, as good as it was, and as much as I enjoyed it, it did feel a little bit repetitive. Like we knew this about him,
That's
bro, and
no
we're
so
gonna
so
revisit this. And don't get me wrong,
I
it's like
wasn't
heavy
on
PTSD, and I get it. That doesn't go away. I get
yeah,
it.
it doesn't
PTSD
go
doesn't go
away,
away,
but it
but it's
was
like,
like why couldn't we get the
but
Michael
you
movie
should have
effect
had
of
him
his
do more.
PTSD?
You should have had him do more. Yeah, yeah. Like if you're gonna have the PTSD that back that hard, he should have done more than just save like the local
Yeah.
bakery guy. You know
Well,
what I
so
mean? And his daughter. Like he should have done a little bit more than that. You know what I mean?
I also hate the PTSD scenes just because like obviously PTSD very real thing that people go through in life. Um
Yeah, yeah.
the the memes that were created throughout his PTSD scenes were I don't know if you saw
Oh my
these,
God, for
but
real.
there was a lot of like
I haven't, but I
there's
can
a lot
imagine,
of there are
bro.
a lot of memes of like when he's got his buddies that are all dead like yelling at him, and where he's sitting in like the middle of the room on the boxes or whatever, he's just yelling. There is one scene where it cuts to a half body shot of him, kind of like where how you see me right now at this angle, kind of this angle where he's
Mhm.
screaming at the camera, but
Oh
the
yeah,
way
yeah,
that
yeah. And
he's
he's
moving his
jerking it. Yeah,
body, it kind of looks like he's
yeah.
jerking his shit. Kind of
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like he's
yeah.
fucking
And
ripping
I
some
saw that.
hog
I saw
right
that.
there. And I was like, oh no. I was like, not the PTSD scenes, man. I was like, if there were any other part of the show where it was like, yeah, it looked like you were ripping hog, okay, like meme it, but not the PTSD scene.
That was so funny. Yeah, that was my only big negative was like it just felt a little bit repetitive. But no, I know what you're talking about with that. I saw that meme, bro.
Yeah, and
But
so I was
like
kind of on like the Geek Day podcast for a minute, not really on, but they go live every time they record. So like I was in their live, and they'll talk to whoever's chatting about, and so I was telling my things about the Punisher stuff, and so like it's all the whole story is it's all repetitive. The entirety of this is all repetitive. We've seen it all before. He's because it's like you see it when he's talking to fucking what's the lady's name? What's her last name? Ganucci.
yeah.
Ganucci, whatever her Italian last name is. Like the she like
Mm,
he went after her family because they were a part of why his family's dead. The mom and like it was like okay, he left the mom alive. Now the mom's just going after him, and now he's going after the mom. It's a repeat. It's the same people going after the same
Yeah.
people. It's just he killed off
Yeah.
everyone. He left one of them alive, and so now there's a little bit of a revenge. But it's still repeat. It's same people going after same
That
people.
yeah, that's my other negative. Like if it felt repetitive and it was also like in instead of like introducing him, they did such a better job with introducing Daredevil in the MCU. And like instead of it, because you know how they did it in She-Hulk, he came back super acrobatic. You know what I mean? Like all these things.
Yes.
Uh, and instead of bringing him back fantastical, not in a crazy way, but maybe a little more acrobatic, and like brought some other rogues because he does have other villains. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
could have brought some of those along. You did like just a Punisher showcase. It was like, oh, this is the MCU Punisher. We're not gonna make him. We're gonna keep him rated R. But here you go. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like it was almost like glazing him. You know what I mean in a way, which was cool. But they should have advanced his story. They didn't advance his story at all. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
That
should have gotten
was
some more villains or introduced him into something for sure. As far as like again more rogues and shit, because he does have some cool rogues. Because I know what
yeah.
they've done pretty much only the messed up chick and and
Billy, whatever.
Jigsaw.
Yeah,
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. I always forget what his villain name is. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's really all they've done. That's really all they've done, and that's like his main villain is Jigsaw. You know what I mean?
yeah, um,
He has other villains.
yeah. Hey, tell me what else did you like? Did you like or dislike about it? Anything else?
Um, Honestly, I was just gonna say, really, I don't know what they're doing in the Disney office, bro, over there at Marvel. Because what they should do to introduce Blade is put him with Punisher. That's what I would do, bro. Is put Blade with Punisher, bro. That's that. That's
Now
you know what I
that's
mean.
all that's gonna sit
And
till
now
Midnight Suns. I think they're letting all that sit because that's the
I
whole
know,
thing
but
too. Is like there's been a lot of talks again about Oscar Isaac's return, and it's like it sounds like he's making the
yeah,
comeback, but it's not happening
yeah. It
until
sounds like he's on
Midnight
board. Yeah,
Suns.
yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish they would have done this. Like when they reintroduced Daredevil, the way they're doing, which are killing it. I like what they're doing. Punisher, they should have reintroduced him with Blade. Honestly, that would have been tough. And like that should have been his new adventure. Like, and that should have been his route into more fantastical things. Was like he started hunting vampires part time. You know what I mean?
Honestly, that would
Like
be
they should. I don't know.
so sick for Punisher if he was also like a
Right?
part-time vampire hunter. That would be so fucking
Yeah,
cool.
bro. Because
And
that's what
yeah,
he was in the '90s show and
if he
in
was
the
working
Spider-Man
with
show.
Blade, oh, that would be so cool if he was working with Blade and he was just a vampire hunter half the time. That'd be cool.
Yeah, bro.
Honestly,
Bro,
maybe
and,
that's what his
and March,
storyline should be afterwards. It's like, okay, he killed Mama Ganucci or whatever, and so it's like, okay, he's finally like ended it, but like what's his purpose now? Because that was kind of his thing, was like, oh, he didn't have purpose until this bitch came along. And now this bitch is along. He's got
yeah,
purpose again to be Punisher. So it's like, okay, kills this bitch, what's next? Maybe they should implement Blade, and maybe they should just give that. What if like, because we got like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that was kind of a unexpected show. We weren't expecting to get like that duo really. So like, what if we got another unexpected duo show of Punisher and fucking Blade?
yeah. I think that's their best bet, bro. Marvel
Oh
needs to
my
stick to
god!
their street level characters.
And then it turns out
Get
that Punisher's wife comes back because she's a fucking vampire. That'd go crazy.
yeah, and he has to kill her.
Yeah, and then he's got to kill her.
That'd be good for his character to keep him dark, bro. He has to kill his wife again. Yeah, bro. That'd be yeah. Yeah, imagine John Bertha and Mahershala Ali's fucking them acting together. Oh my god, bro, that'd be so crazy.
I don't think it'll be
And you
Mahershala
throw
Ali
Moon
again.
Knight in the mix. I
Oh
hope
wait,
so. I don't. I
oh
hope
wait, no, it wouldn't
so,
be him.
bro.
Never
Because
mind.
if
Sorry.
Hugh Jackman's still kicking, bro. Yeah, yeah, it's all MCU.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Okay. Here's my
But
review.
action was good. I wish he was in the suit a little more. Action was fire.
What about that one practical scene
His acting was incredible.
where he
I
falls
didn't
on the
give a fuck
box?
until people. I didn't give a fuck until people like pointed it out. And if you really look at it, bro, it's really just the CGI on the face because that's the only thing they did was CGI the face. And
Oh
like,
no, so
I didn't
because
bother me.
so I watched how they do it. So it was like it was, or like I watched how some like people were saying like, oh, this is how they did it. So I'm off of what this one guy commented. It was body doubled. They CGI'd like his face to him, but then the box that he lands on, they also CGI the box. Like he does land on something, but when
Mm,
you watch him land on it, there are bits and pieces that fly off, and then but the box itself still looks perfectly contained. Like he broke like the shell
mm,
of the box, like because it's some kind of electrical box, but it looks like he breaks the
yeah, yeah.
shell of the outside, but then everything on the inside is still perfectly intact.
Okay.
So it's like
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
didn't
not that crazy of a
really give a fuck.
scene.
Honestly, like I had to watch it a couple times to
It's
even notice anything. I didn't give a fuck.
it's a very nitpicky scene. Like watching it, I noticed it watching it, but it wasn't anything to like, oh, like let's go back and like make a whole crazy video on it because it was that shit.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
But okay, let me do my review. Punisher Born Again, episode 1 review. I'm giving it a solid just 7.5. Maybe an 8.
There you go.
I think all of the pros and cons I have pretty much the exact same as yours. It's really just I hate that this felt like we were getting it felt I hate how it felt like the first episode to a new show. Because it was like because
Mm,
it's like we got this already
I
with
agree.
it's like we got this already with Daredevil. They all had their Netflix shows, and then we got Daredevil Born Again, which is the new DC or the new Disney show.
Yeah, we should have got more. We should have got a lot more.
So
We should have got a lot
and so
more.
that's what this felt like. This just felt like the continuation off of Daredevil Born Again, and it's the continuation of the Punisher show, Daredevil Born Again. So it's to me this just felt like I watched Punisher Born Again. I watched or Punisher
Yeah.
Reborn, whatever you want to call it. Honestly, one last kill. He didn't kill her, so I wouldn't call it one last kill because he didn't kill her. It's like, yes, he has to go make
Yeah,
one
honestly, I
last
think to
kill, but
redeem
he
this,
didn't. It just felt like
bro, right now, dude, I need to get in this.
episode
I need to
one.
get in this office, bro. I need to get in this office, bro. Put him in Brand New Day, right? Then give him his new season. In his new season, he's needs to find this wheelchair chick and kill her. And the whole along the whole journey, he's meeting all these rogues
Well,
that are all fantastical, and he has to
that's the
kill them
thing.
and take
So
them down.
it's
And by the end of it, he takes him down. At the end of it, he takes him down, and then he meets Blade, and then boom,
well,
vampire shit.
that's
Why
my
can't you
thing.
just do
I
that,
don't.
bro? How hard is it,
I
dude?
have the feeling that Disney is going to Disneyify the fuck out of Punisher. I feel like
Let's
with him being in Brand New Day, I think yeah, with Punisher being in Brand New Day, I feel like it's gonna be if I think it's kind of obvious that Daredevil's gonna be in Brand New Day, just because with Daredevil going to prison at the end of the season, and there being a whole
Mhm,
prison fight scene and stuff in Brand New Day.
mhm,
So there's like totally got to
mhm,
be some kind
mhm.
of a Daredevil breakout, whatever. But just Punisher and Spider Man, if Daredevil's not involved, Punisher and Spider Man, I think Spider Man is really gonna have some kind of heart to heart talks with him, with Frank, and is gonna really be like, dude, like you don't need to do this anymore, type of thing. Because they're both. Because if you think about it, I mean, obviously Punisher fucking murders and Spider Man doesn't, but they're both kind of in the same headspace a little bit, minus the PTSD. Or I mean, maybe Peter has PTSD, but they're kind of in the same headspace where they're both in this like really
Yeah,
dark
yeah.
space in their life. So I mean, maybe there's a chance that Spider-Man sees how Punisher is and he kind of changes him for the better, which also ends up helping himself in the end. But could that potentially
But honestly, that
Disneyfy Punisher so much that where it kind of ends his story with him like not wanting to do any more punishing because he's kind of gotten to a content point in his life, maybe?
no. Well, I was gonna say like I wouldn't go. I would go that route to an extent. I would again, bro. That's another reason why they need to just throw him in the fantastical route because I would do that to where like maybe I'm not just gonna like cold blood murder like people in the streets like I used to, but I am with like Moon Knight, Blade, and Daredevil doing these things. Like I am gonna stick to just killing vampires. These mob bosses that are fantastic have these fantastical powers. I need to worry about taking them down because they have fantastical powers. You know what I mean? It's not just
Yeah.
Jigsaw with a gun anymore. You know what I mean? Like they need to throw him in like the fantastical shit. I think that's even more reason to do that. Is what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like sure, like I need to chill out with being this rage killing person because I already faked my death once. I already did all these things. You know what I mean? I can only
I
do so
just
much.
really think
Let me stop just
we need to
murdering people,
he needs
throw
to
him
just
them in the
move away
fantastical
from
shit.
the family shit. I think like we're done with Frank Castle's family. I feel like he should have gotten at least one
I
more.
wouldn't say that because it's
We're not
I would just
necessarily
keep them
done.
like
I think it's
always talking, but yeah,
like
you know what I mean? Like
we're done
always
with the
making them a thing.
aspect of him hunting the people down that murdered his
Yeah,
family.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Yes, yes.
that like
That I agree with.
obviously
That I
he
agree with.
still uses his family as motivation to go and kill or do
Yeah, yeah,
whatever,
yeah, yeah,
but we need to move
yeah, yeah, yeah.
past the fact of he is going after the people who
The
went after him
main
and
story.
killed
Yeah,
his family. Like he needs to finish those
yeah.
fucking people off. It needs to be the end of that storyline and that arc for him, and it's just like okay, now he doesn't really know what to do anymore. But then he meets Blade, and he's like, oh, like whatever, blah blah blah.
New purpose. New purpose.
Blade will drop some fucking cool ass bar on him and just be like, you don't need blah blah blah, whatever the fuck. I got a purpose for you. We're gonna go fucking hunt vampires.
Yeah, yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Throw him in the fantastical shit, bro. It's gonna do him justice right now because we already got the realistic shit. We got the murdering Punisher. You know what I mean? That punishes people. We got all that. Like for peak, we got peak for years, bro. Throw him in the fantastical shit. I'm ready for it, bro.
Hold on,
But we'll see.
this is so good. I'm gonna tweet Marvel.
Yeah, watch our show, Marvel.
Marvel Studios.
Watch the show.
Can we get Punisher and
But I'm not.
Blade TV show? Thank you very much. At
Yeah, they need to finish Secret Doomsday and Secret Wars so they can make their money, so they can start reboot everything. But when they reboot it, obviously you're gonna take Charlie Cox and John Bertha over.
okay,
Just
well,
do all of your fucking street level shit,
I
bro.
tweeted Marvel
That's what they need to do.
Studios and I tweeted Brad Winderbaum, head of
There
Marvel
you go.
Television.
Fuck is fight yet? Tweeting too.
Feige's just head of Marvel, but Brad is he's the Kevin Feige of the TV universe.
Hell yeah. But all right, bro. We need to wrap this up. I have to take a shit.
No, we're good. We're done.
Viewers or listeners, I apologize.
Listeners, we're good. I know I definitely got a bit more energetic and better towards the end of this episode. I feel a lot better.
Hey, good content, bro.
Good episode. You know, we'll be back next week, episode 52. This is a wrap. We'll be back for episode 53. We're trying to get some more guests in potentially. We're a little slow on the guests right now, but we're gonna get some people in. Got a Jeopardy episode coming up very soon. I'm getting the boards and everything ready. Scheduling is gonna be a fucking bitch for that, but we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah. Episode 52.
yeah, 52
Lock.
is locked. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
All right, Papi Chulo.
All right,
I'll
see you,
fucking
bro.
talk to you soon.